Drop D.
A sharp.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
We're going
way down there.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hey. Jon Peckman Podcast, Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. Come over the bridge, go through one set of lights. Pull a Yui, park in front of the music store with the red neon light. We have music lessons here. We have gear. We have vinyl. We have a beautiful podcast studio that you can see. You can have your very own podcast right here in our studio. Dave will tell you how at the very end. We are here today. New friend, bassist Dan Weeden.
How you doing? That's it.
Okay, cool. Plays bass from Portland?
And yeah, we live here. I've been here for about 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us what you're doing now of note, and then we'll work backwards from there.
Cool. Yeah, we're the band's name is Curse the Sun that I'm in with Ron Vandecore and Logan Vandecore. They've been around for a long time. Me and Ron have been friends for a bunch of years. I joined about 3 years ago.
Wow.
And we put a record out and did a bunch of shows locally, Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut. And then right now we're writing another record and, kind of rat-holing ourselves away in the basement and getting together and putting out new records, I hope.
Cool. That's cool. Is it Sun, S-U-N, or S-O-N?
S-O-N.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does Sun ever do to you?
Well, it's Ron's got a very colorful history.
Oh boy.
And I wish you were here tonight, buddy. I miss you, but you couldn't make it happen. But yeah, it's in the Stoner Doom kind of vein.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Black Sabbathy.
Yeah.
Ron's a big Witchfinder General fan, huge Ozzy fan, as we all are. And it's we really kind of pull from everything. We love Corrosion and Conformity. We love all these bands that are just kind of put in a big mishmash for us. And we like groove, and we like good, clear vocals, which is a lot of times in these genres can be a little kind of a challenge. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's all original. We're both in our 50s. His son's in the band, Logan. He's 16, I think.
Wow.
Don't kill me, Logan.
Yeah.
And it's great, man. To be vital now still, and writing original music, and making records and being out there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Why not? So you were saying you played with him before and then didn't, or what was?
We were in a band in our late teens, early 20s called The Gathering, and we gigged a bunch around here. Kind of got to we made a bunch of demos, and then we were making this getting into to make a record, and we were young and stubborn and pig-headed,
sure.
As we all want to be sometimes at that age. We just kind of butted heads a little bit, and
wow.
things kind of fell apart. And then I left the group, and then he continued on and with other members.
And this is how long ago?
It's just like 93, 94,
wow.
somewhere in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we
even before the alternative revolution.
Yeah, we exactly. Then I split for a bit, and then traveled around a little bit, went to Colorado, went down to Florida to see some family, and then came back up a few months later, and then we reconnected. Okay. And did some more work together, and it just didn't have the kind of the same feel,
Oh.
And amicably, parted ways, and then he started a bunch of different bands before Curse the Sun. But when he hit Curse the Sun, he really kind of hit his groove with it.
Oh, nice.
And the record he's made are wonderful. And I think this one we just did, the third one he did at Dirt Floor
Oh, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Oh, those guys are great, man.
Yeah.
Eric.
He's been
Steve
here.
and everybody. Oh, nice. Yeah. What a fantastic place to record.
Wow, that's cool.
And Eric couldn't be more of an artist.
Right.
Really into it
Yeah.
like that. So, and the record sounds good, and like I said, we're working on a new one with his, Ronnie's son Logan, who's a monster beast, crazy, awesome drummer at a young age, and plays guitar, sings, has his own band. So it's cool, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You said a 3-piece band?
Yeah, 3-piece.
Wow.
Yeah, Ronnie, he's guitar and sing. I play bass, and his son Logan plays drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
Drop D?
A sharp.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
We're
way down there. Every band progressively has gotten.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Drop D. That's 90. That's the first iteration.
That sounds like A440.
Yeah.
But when I came back to the band the second time years ago, Ron was learning how to play guitar.
Oh, wow.
And I was saying to him, well, he's having trouble with the B and the E strings. You just take them off.
Oh, wow.
So he just he had a flying V that he just took the B and the E off, made it a 4-string, put them in the middle.
Wow.
And that was kind of how he learned to play. And I would, I'd teach him stuff and try to give him that the other writing tool.
Yeah.
That made it interesting to do what we were doing.
Does he still do that?
No, he's full 6-string now, and
Okay.
he plays an SG.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah,
it's like its own thing. It's not even a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty badass, man. It was pretty neat. And but now with the with just a 3-piece, and he's over the years has learned to use all the strings.
Yeah. Right.
And big pedal geek. It's got a great rig. All kinds of good stuff. Good fun toys. And we use a lot of look for that kind of spacey stuff sometimes for breaks and for in dynamics and trying to find something cool for 2 bars.
Yeah.
A little stomp on the pedal is kind of nice.
Why not?
That's it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. He's the main writer.
Yeah, he's the main writer. We do all the lyrics are his. Most of the music is his.
Does he have any songs about how much he hates his kids? You know what I mean? Like, not yet.
Yeah, right.
That's the album coming up.
That's exactly. Because now the kids in the band being a pain in the ass, So and this.
Wait a minute. He's the son. Curse the son. He is the son.
He is the son.
Wow.
Yeah. And when he came up with the band name, and I think I'm telling the story correctly. He was up in Maine on vacation, and he walked out, and it was a super hot day, and he was like, "Oh man, just curse the sun."
Yeah, sure.
And it clicked, and he's like, "Well, I had to change it because sun. Why would I curse the sun? I'll curse the sun." And
I curse the sun.
Yeah,
Never did anything for me.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Right? Sun's an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. So what if you grow all the food we eat? Yeah, whatever.
Useless big old yellow orb.
Yeah.
Then he changed it to sun,
And it just sounded more biblical somehow, right?
And also he
did he have a son at the time?
I think Logan was born. I'm pretty sure that he was already alive.
That's not.
I think I could be wrong though. I'm terrible with timelines. But
imagine that one day Logan's like, "Hey, wait a minute,
right?
This whole band's about cursing me."
I tell you, if Ron was here, it'd be about cursing himself from his father.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why that was more of that.
Gotcha.
Him and Logan are 2-piece in a pod, man. They're awesome.
Okay.
But fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's it's good to be at this point now. We're we collaborate a bunch. This new record will be we're jamming songs in the practice space. And Logan writes. So he wrote a completed song that we're trying to learn. Ron's a riff maniac, and he'll play something and I'll play something. So I think the last record was more he had to stockpile the riffs. I did some writing on the record, but a lot of it was his stuff that he had, and we just kind of put it all together.
And now you got Logan in on it.
Yeah, and it's supernatural. It's a lot of fun. Is he
different from his dad's stuff enough, or
it's funny. He's
you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be interesting, right?
Yeah, it's similar in a lot of ways, but he has his own style. He when he sings, it sounds like his dad, which is like his dad his age.
Yeah.
Ronnie was in a band,
which you remember.
Which I remember. Ron's a couple years older than me, and we were in high school. He was in a band called Black Witch that was huge locally, and we were all like, "These are the guys,"
Okay.
And when, to my ears, when Logan sings in his band, Fractured Reality, he sounds like his dad then.
Oh, okay.
All right. And some of the same style of riffs, kind of thing. It's thrashy and fast.
Yeah.
But
what was that band's name?
Black Witch.
Okay.
And
so I have a friend who watches these that'll probably be like, "Dude, you had to,"
Yeah.
I don't really know.
And just as a little sidebar, Ron got contacted by a guy that would offer to take all the old Black Witch stuff and spruce it up. Excuse me, and put it out on CD. So that's coming out soon.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's demos from the mid '80s that are.
Oh wow!
It's great stuff, man.
Whoa.
It's like thrashy, punky, fast. Great solos. It's shout out to Rob D'Antonio and Jon Weeden, old members of Black Witch. And they're going to put that out, and then they'll probably do like one show.
Wow!
Release a CD and play it out. Yeah. Probably at the Cellar in Treadwell.
Wow!
In Hamden, which is kind of our
That's
living room.
That's a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what me and Ron grew up in Hamden. He still lives there. Excuse me. And Cellar's a great club down there.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, it's.
I remember the space back in the day. You know?
with Steve Rogers.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a great spot. It's really cool. Always a ton of shows.
Yeah.
Great vibe, good room.
Yeah.
Great owners. Always a good time playing there. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So that Blackwood show will happen. I'm probably there.
Yeah.
I guess. So if I'm spilling the beans, Ron, I'm sorry, but
right.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow. That's kind of cool. I guess we'll just get that joke out of the way that everybody knows is how did the drummer get kicked out of the band?
He wrote a song.
Yeah, he said, "Hey fellas, I wrote a song." Yeah. It's not relevant here.
But always fun.
I'm going to acknowledge that I know that joke. That's all. Yeah. That's the only reason I say it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure.
Yeah, we all,
Yeah, Dave Grohl thinks it's funny. Or whatever. Don Henley thinks it's funny.
Right.
These are all drummers that wrote songs.
Laying on their mountains of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So take us back to the beginning of your whole musical. So you grew up in Hamden, you say?
I did, yeah. I was born in West Haven, but I moved to Hamden when I was little. And I was a huge Kiss fan.
Okay.
They were like kind of my first, like, I want to be those guys.
Yeah.
Like most kids in the 70s.
Sure.
And
me included.
Yeah, they were just. I had a poster of Gene Simmons on my wall, but he was in the menacing pose, and I was just like, I gotta be that dude.
Yeah.
It was why I chose bass. And
me too. Actually, I started. I'm a drummer. I started as a bass player because I wanted to be Gene Simmons.
Yeah, man. I pestered my stepmom for my birthday when I was 12 for a bass guitar, and I didn't get it, and I kept it up, and didn't let it go. And for my 13th birthday, I got a bass, and I'm left-handed.
Me too.
But my stepmom bought me a regular.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, I'll learn this way.
Oh wow.
So it's the one thing I do.
Oh wow.
Is that my hand just play bass. Which in hindsight, I always thought was kind of cool because my fret hand was always stronger.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I did that, and I just holed up into the bedroom and put my headphones on and learned as much Kiss and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath as I could.
Yeah.
I had a friend in town around the corner from my house, our buddy Rich Regan, who's a few years older than me, that had a guitar, and he'd come and show me some things, show me some some songs, stuff like that. and that was really cool. And then so I just played all the time. Always had a guitar around that I kind of messed around with, but never really kind of took it too seriously. Stuck with the bass, and then got into a bunch of bands in high school. We used to play a bunch of coffee houses that I had in high school. Doing Iron Maiden 10 times too fast. I got some old tapes. I'm just like, man, how did just.
Oh wow!
Is it instead of dun, 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 is it dun, 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 dun,
Sure.
And so just played a bunch of shows. We did played in our drummer's basement and learned all of our favorite songs. And then when those guys went off to college, they were a couple of years ahead of me, and then just kind of stuck with it and just kind of played here and there. And then I ran into Ronnie's girlfriend's sister was my girlfriend, so that's how we met.
Okay.
So my high school girlfriend Jen, her sister Lisa was dating Ronnie, and then I wasn't really doing anything, he wasn't really doing anything, and we hooked up and started playing together, we just we both were at the time of our lives were just like all you wanted to do was just write songs and play music, hang out, so that's what we did, and did that for years, and it was some of the best times,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, really good times. And then made a bunch of demos, played a bunch of shows. Things went south, things went north.
Sure. Yeah.
And then stayed friends over the years. And then did a couple other bands that were kind of we'd do good for a while, and then somebody would fall off. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah. And then I also have started about got to be going on Jesus Christ 12 years. It's been a long time. I have an acoustic band named Limber Twin that we play practice every Wednesday. We write all our own songs, all original stuff, all acoustic, and it's a ton of fun. Super loose.
Yeah.
We played we were starting to gig a little bit pre-pandemic, and then that all just kind of fell apart.
Sure.
Yeah, but
you have like an acoustic bass?
I don't. I play guitar in that band. I play
okay.
Yeah, I play guitar in that band. It's like a songwriters band,
Yeah.
We all just staying vital, doing our thing. My sister joined a couple years ago because she's always sang, but never like karaoke and covers.
Yeah.
But she wanted to see if she could do original stuff, and so
why not?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
And it's that's a lot of fun. We did a show at our restaurant a couple weeks ago just to kind of get our feet wet.
Yeah.
Singing our own stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's neat, man. And that's what I got. I got that, and I got Curse the Sun, and music. Can't get enough of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first? Can you remember the first song that you encountered? Because if you're learning Kiss, well, maybe Sabbath. When were you like, hey, wait, there's a lower note than E? Like, when did that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're at if people that are younger than us, maybe they're aware of it. But I remember, there's got to be a moment where you're just like, is this a thing? Mm-hmm. Then it becomes a thing.
For that year that I got my bass, I also got I have a couple uncles that's I have a bunch, but that are musically inclined.
Okay.
My uncle Cheech is a bass player as well, and my uncle Jimmy's a big music fan. And that year from them two, I got Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather.
Oh,
for records for Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm like,
and they E flat, Stevie, or
I'm pretty sure Stevie stayed standard, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Maybe he might have been down his half step. But Sabbath,
I got you.
I'm Masters of Reality.
Sure.
As I was trying to learn Into the Void.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, this doesn't sound right.
And that's when it started to happen? Is that when it happened?
Then exactly. Then that's when I asked my Uncle Cheech.
Who else was anyone else doing that? Kinda.
Back then, you know what?
Because that's pretty early, right?
Yeah. No, that was that the Sabbath was doing it from the very beginning, and I can't in terms of this was their tuning. I don't think most of it was really doing that.
Gotcha.
There'd be spots here and there. We'd get an alternate tuning. Jimmy Page was a master of alternate tuning.
Right.
Another favorite guy.
Sure.
But yeah, so I was trying to learn Into the Void, and I'm like this. How does he playing this? Because there's a lower note, and I can't reach it, you know. And then I spoke to my uncle, and he's like, oh no, they're tuned down to C sharp. You know?
Oh wow.
So that's how I figured all that out, you know.
Okay.
And then you know, and I'm like, what is that? What do you mean? He's like, and he told me the story of why Iommi does that, because he lost his fingertips.
I see.
In an accident. And,
right.
And he has those little finger condoms he uses when he plays, because he doesn't have any fingertips.
Yeah.
So
weird.
And tuned down because it was easier on his fingers.
So because the action gets low.
And yeah, you can bend easier, and it's not as stiff, you know.
And plus, it's evil.
And plus, it's freaking evil.
You know,
correct. Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah. Yeah. So that record really was like the first one that I was like, you know, man, this is something I got to get into, you know.
Yeah.
And put the headphones on and learn as much as I can.
Now, is everything tuned down, or just the low string, or everything?
They tune everything down.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like they basically just drop everything a step and a half. And,
C sharp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you know that evil sounding, you know, all those tones and all those tritones they use, and
yeah.
It was just, you know, as a young kid, it just, you know, sitting in your room with the headphones on, you know, turning off the lights and lighting the candle and trying to learn it.
Yeah,
you know?
hell yeah.
It was, I'll never forget those days, man. Those are great times.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Getting enveloped by the whole thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, sometimes if I feel like if I'm teaching a kid that's cool enough or something, because I just think it's funny, kind of get into a little bit of it's not exactly accurate, but like a little bit of the history of the tritone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the fact that the tritone was not really an approved harmony with the church, because it was kind of like, we don't want to do that because it's kind of evil sounding, so we don't have tritones. And then like Black Sabbath album 1, track 1, hitting the tritone right off the bat is just kind of funny.
Yeah,
I don't know if they knew or what, but I just say, you know, so if you imagine all that the tritone is like, I don't know, the devil's going to show up.
Devil's note, man.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And then Sabbath is like, we're going to start there.
Yeah.
That's great.
And Geezer, who wrote most of the lyrics, was just like, and he just embraced it. You know.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, all right, well, that's what you think. Well, we'll do that then.
Why not? Well, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
that's funny.
And they were the best at it for sure. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Did you see The Thing? I didn't watch The Thing.
It's bits and pieces. We were working that day, so I didn't want to buy it and not see the whole thing. So, but I saw a bunch of clips online and stuff like that. And you know, it was great. You know, from what I've seen. You know, everybody was there. You know,
Geezer, I sounded great.
Yeah,
I thought he sounded the best. Kind of out of all of them, which is interesting.
It was great that Bill Ward was there. He obviously, you know, he's 100 years old, so you know, he was doing his best. But you know, Geezer sounded amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and Ozzy, where he was at the time, you know, he did his best too, you know. But it was I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. I always say, I mean, it's not like a joke or disrespectful, but just go, man, that's a way to go out. Like, I'm not going to do a gigantic global concert and then die a week later. Like, no one's going to care.
Right. It was, you know, for as iconic as he was and will continue to be,
sure,
you know, do it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the only better way would have been if he just, you know, faced it and left at the last song.
Yeah, that would have been something. I forget what I was going to say about that, but yeah, no. Did you read Geezer's book at all? It was good.
I did not. No,
it was good. It was interesting.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I love Geezer, man. I should definitely read that book for sure.
Yeah. No, it was interesting. I learned a lot. I'm not like a Sabbath expert. I didn't grow up with it, but I came to it later. So, you know, just trying to get caught up and learn as much as I can. And then his book came around. And I was like, all right, check this out.
Good place to start.
Yeah. No, it's definitely interesting.
Well, and then, you know, Ozzy's, you know, the first 2 solo records were amazing.
Yeah, right.
He just, you know, for a guy that just kind of, you know, carried on and, you know, he to be that popular for that long and stay that vital for that long, it's in the music business, you know what I'm saying? You know,
kind of crazy.
Counting on one hand, you know, the guys that can do that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
you know, and you know, kept putting records out, didn't stop.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, he managed to to hold that whole thing together.
It always had great players. You know,
the whole right. That's what I was going to say too.
You know,
that helps.
I mean, Zach's a madman.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Where? Oh, so you said Dirt Floor is where you're making your records.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere else of note that you guys recorded around at?
No. We used to record at Horizon Studios.
Oh yeah.
With Vic. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. Ronnie actually interned there years ago.
Wow.
In exchange for studio time.
Yeah.
So we go in at midnight on a Tuesday.
Sure.
You know.
Yep.
So our demos back in the day, we would record it at Horizon.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was
great drum room.
Oh, dude.
Great room.
Room sounded great.
Yeah.
I'm sure it still does. Yeah, that was cool. And I actually got a really kind of offhand piece of advice from Vic that I stuck with me. We were in there and we were recording a song, and I borrowed a fretless bass from a friend of mine. We had an idea to use this parts of fretless bass. I'm standing in the little lounge room there next to the studio. I was couldn't quite get it. I was like, hey, no frets.
Right.
Where the hell am I? And Vic happened to walk through, and he was, hey, what's up, man? And he goes, hey, I'm just trying to figure this out. He's like, don't try it too hard, and just walked away.
Yeah, right.
And I was like,
right.
oh, yeah, okay,
right.
yeah.
Just could be.
Yeah. Feel, do what you can,
Or he might have been being funny.
Yeah, totally. I'm sure he would remember the moment, but it stuck with me as, oh yeah, don't try too hard, man. It's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Pump the brakes on yourself, man. I was overdoing it. It's like I was getting frustrated.
Yeah.
He's like, don't try too hard. I was like, all right, yeah, good advice.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's anything Vic's going to tell you.
Yeah, he was great to us, man. Whenever he was open, we could fit us out in. Obviously, a lot of overnights, which was fine. But he's like, yeah, it's the playground, man.
Yeah,
go make the magic. And it was wonderful, dude. Those times when you're in a legitimate studio that young, you're not just in somebody's basement with some hanging mics. It was cool. It's cool as hell, man. You 19, 20, 21 years old, you feel like you're in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're like, you for as much as you can make it locally, you feel like you have, because you're like I said, you're in a super popular studio that's hosted tons of major people have gone through there, not just locals, it was neat. It was cool. And Ron learned a ton there about recording. Now that nobody records like that anymore, it's kind of not worth much anymore. But
well, Horizon's cool. Still a thing.
Oh yeah, for 100%, yeah. I'm friends with Vic on social media and stuff, and he's always posting great stuff and clips and who's in this week and that kind of stuff, man. He's still kicking ass, man. It's great. Yeah.
He was my drum teacher when I was like 11, 12 years old. I was starting to get into it. I've told the story a billion times. Anyone that's watched this here's the same story, but I wanted to play bass. I started on bass, and I took a handful of lessons, and I just I couldn't get it together, and I started hitting drums that were in the room, and my bass teacher was like, "You should take drum lessons," and it was Vic was the drum teacher.
Oh, nice.
Way back when. So he was like, the first. I mean, I had good teachers in school too, but he was the dude that kind of set me on the path. So yeah, he's number one, like the origin story.
Yeah, for sure. For a lot of people.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
And always, every interaction, we always had with him. He was just always a cool cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the coolest.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And getting back to Eric at Dirt Floor, his guy's buddy Steve is with him, and Guido, all just kind of the same vibe, let's make a record.
Yeah. I haven't been over there, the new place or whatever.
Yeah, just moved.
Yeah, I've been at the old place. I haven't done anything over there in a while, so I don't really know. But yeah, no, I mean, he's a cool dude, and it's got to be chill.
Oh yeah, I don't think you have it in the way, it's great vibe there. Excuse me, and dogs are hanging around, and a million awesome guitars and basses and everything, man. you know, and he's got that thing where it's just like, you know, it's the you know, the playfulness to be able to like, oh, we need something here, and he just kind of dives right in, you know.
Yeah.
You know, not afraid to try 100 things, and if 99 of them sucked and one's good, then one was good.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, you know, that's great, man. You know, and always super excited. You know, he has a very good personality for that.
Yeah.
For what he does.
And he's down with the heaviness.
He's down with the heaviness, man. He when I think it was the first or second record that Curse did there, he was psyched about it because he was getting one style of music. Oh, I'm the acoustic rock guy.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
yeah, that's why.
And he was like, well, how about this? You know, and laid it out there. And dude, it's every idea that he had when we were recording Delirium, the record that I'm on. Was just, you could see the wheels turning quick. This, but that, you know, and great experience, man. And that's where we're gonna go do the next one. So
cool.
Yeah.
Why did you choose there?
Ron chose there when he was looking to do one of his records, and I'm not 100% sure if he had known somebody that recorded there or what, but so I'm not exactly sure how he found them. But when the record that came out of that was like, it just sounded like it was.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable. It was just so massive.
So he took a chance and then was like, "This is."
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure about how that all came together, but this record that he did there, the Isolator was one of the records he did there, and when we heard it as Ron's friends, we're like, "Did you record this like in the record plant or something?"
Yeah.
You know, it's the sounds he's able to get there are unbelievable, and it just, it sounds like a real record. You know, it's a lot of times with local stuff you can be like, you can tell by the drum sound, or something's kind of off or something like that. This was just sounded like a pro record. It was so amazing. And then I don't think Ron would record anywhere else now.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's got a great relationship with Eric and Steve Whitus as the engineer, and the room's great, the vibe's great. They make great records.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
awesome. How far along are you on the?
We got three songs that are worth completing.
Right.
And it's just about done. Logan wrote one is done. We're putting a couple together, just moving A and B's around,
sure,
trying to figure everything out. We're just gonna button those up, and then move on to a couple more. And then
what's the goal? Is there a goal number wise, or
you know what? It's probably going to be 7 or 8 tunes.
Okay.
We don't go super long, but a lot of the stuff is in the 5 to 6 minute range usually.
Yeah.
And we just throw a couple of shorter ones in there for a breather.
Yeah.
We just get one that we were working on. We have a big board in the band room where it's
sure,
like we're mapping everything out.
Yeah.
And we're like, this song's got too many parts, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we could just start throwing riffs out there and see what this part, that part, and the next thing you know, there's 62 parts to it, and so we just kind of trim it down, put it together, save some riffs for other stuff, that kind of thing. So. But the song Logan came up with is he came down with it done, and he's like, this is what it is. We're like, hey, cool, awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Kids something special, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And dad'll take direction.
Dad'll take direction, and will do his best to play the riff to how Logan plays it. He's a little bit got a little bit more of a little bit more speed in his fingers than his dad does.
Oh wow!
So it's funny. One of the songs now, it's got this great breakdown riff that's a bit intricate.
Oh boy!
And so we're really getting that. Like, we're gonna practice this, get it down. Me and Logan will be playing it, and we'll be like, I'll just to kind of poke his dad a little bit. We're like, all right, Logan, we're gonna play Iron Maiden speed. Right?
Oh boy.
And the riff is like, and it will go. So it's good.
It's
good.
not coffee shop speed.
It is not coffee shop speed. No, it is not. That's for sure. But yeah, so yeah, it's an interesting dynamic being in a band with a father and a son, it's comical at times for sure. Logan can likes to poke Dad a little bit.
Oh boy.
And Ron is a chill guy, but also when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yep.
And it can make for some interesting times. But it's always it's probably the best feeling I've had with him in different incarnations of the bands that we've been in over the years.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Wow.
It's really cool. We're both older. We're both the idiocy of youth is gone, and
Sure.
just like, hey, let's we're in our 50s. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's write great songs, make records at a cool studio.
Why not? Yeah.
And now your kids in the band, which is fantastic.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, sounds like it for sure. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Where did you say? Oh, you don't have it. Where are you playing next? We don't know.
We took the summer off just to kind of get this record going.
Yeah.
Because when we're practicing for shows, it's everybody's crazy busy, and it's just like we needed writing time.
Yeah.
So it's like let's just kind of take it easy on the live shows for now, and just get ourselves together with this record. So but I'm sure we'll have something coming up towards the end of the year, probably in the fall.
Cool.
Once we feel like we got if we get like 5 songs,
we're
like, okay, we're good. We can finish the other 2, and let's go play some shows, kind of thing. So where's and obviously when the record's done, we'll do something. And Ron's gonna be doing this thing with his old band Black Witch. You got to get that together. So we're kind of shifting pieces around. So and it's cool. Like I said, when we're where we're at in our lives now, where we can take all these pieces of here and there, bands we've been in, friends we have still that still come to shows, everything like that. And just like I said, the vibe is awesome.
Yeah. I guess
stuff.
if you stick around long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It comes back around.
Yeah. And we're all most of us have kids, and I guess kind of getting into the different things in life, kind of thing. But it's always kind of cool to get that feeling back of being in the basement and turning it up to 11.
Yeah, totally. No, I hear you. So do you play a 5-string bass?
I don't. Actually I still play the first bass that I got.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fender Squier bass that 4-string that it's always just been my most comfortable instrument.
Okay.
I've tried 5 strings before, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a little not comfortable for me. I'm sure if I played it a bunch it'd be a different story, but every time I pick one up I'm like, this feels alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you just tuned down?
Yeah, and I just had it set up for the A sharp tuning.
Yeah.
So it doesn't rattle and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's tension set up, the truss rod.
So you could never bring it up to eat.
If
it'll implode.
It would not be happy. It would not be happy.
Wow.
So it's cool because it's it has that automatically as soon as you hit that low A sharp, you just you're in just a different sonic realm than you've been in before, and it's you come up with some cooler ideas that maybe you wouldn't have, and it's got more standard kind of tunings.
Sure.
And it's just heavy, man. It's just nice and heavy.
Yeah.
It's good.
And
Ron's got a couple. Excuse me. He's got a couple of custom heads, and just got the sound that he wanted to go for. Yeah, man. It's just we call it the fist.
Yeah,
when
right.
Him and I are
right.
in the zone together, locking in, and it just sounds great. It sounds heavy, and it moves.
Were you weren't tuned down that low the first time?
No, when we first got together, we were back in the way back days. We were first at E flat, and then the D, and then we went to C sharp. and that's about as low as we got before we kind of parted our way. So, yeah. And
when you came back into his orbit,
Mhm.
was he already there, or did you guys end up there together?
he was already there. He was
Okay.
already at Future Up at that
and
point.
were you like, yo, or were you like, all right?
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, for sure. You know, yeah, when I came back to the first band the second time, it was he had learned a bunch on guitar where he could kind of hold his own, you know, and do some more things where, you know, when you first start playing guitar, you know, if you just hit a couple of chords, you think you're in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
So and that was actually kind of one of the reasons why we sort of split up the first time, was that, you know, I'd felt that I was, you know, well, we're already here with what I'm writing, and then I don't want to step too far back, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that kind of gave us some loggerheads when we were, you know, trying to go forward with things. But he was always, you know, trying, you know what I'm saying? He always putting the effort in, you know, and I was like, that's cool, man. So I would try to write parts for him, or trying to find a part to be, you know, together with him. And then when I came back that second time, you know, he had advanced to the point where I was like, oh, okay, well now you can do this, you know.
Hey, that's cool.
And then it was cool. It was fun. And you know, we're gonna talking about going. There's the other band, Blackridge, going back and doing that thing. We're gonna go back at some point and take like the probably 8 or 10 best songs of that band, The Gathering, and go do something too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Well, it's when you got a great studio, and you know you're in a good spot with the people you're playing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, let's go find, you know, just because the songs are, you know, 30 years old doesn't mean that, you know.
No. I mean,
they're no good. You know?
Yeah. Everything. The world still sucks. Everyone's gonna die. Everything's gonna. You know, the songs are timeless.
Go make the record, man. That's what we're gonna do. You know, it's gonna be a good time.
Right.
And that was more of like a Alice in Chains was a huge influence on us.
Sure.
It still is, and a great band. And so that was kind of the vibe we were going for back then. You know, at a certain point. So
yeah.
So we kind of in that kind of vein a little bit, and also some. We were both big Creedence fans.
Oh wow.
We love Creedence. Like you know, so there was a lot of that kind of like swampy stuff going on. You know, so you know, trying to draw all the influence and just put them in a new stew. You know.
And that was The Gathering.
That was The Gathering. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
What would you say that the Curse the Suns is more like?
If you like obviously Sabbath, and like I said, Ron is a huge fan of this band, Witchfinder General. There's a little more obscure, but if you listen to him and listen to us, you can see some parallels.
Yeah.
We both love Corrosion and Conformity. You know, and yeah, like it's you know, it's not a lot of the Stoner Doom stuff can be, you know, just kind of like one note repetitive, kind of no character to it. And sometimes that vibe is good enough. You know what I mean? That's what you're going for. You know, get it. But more, you know, our Zeppelin influences shine through just in the songwriting. You know, just writing songs. You know, and stuff like that. But yeah, you get a little bit of everything, man. Get a little bit of everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's lightweight or not, but I'm a big Typo Negative fan.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Right on.
It's a band that I love.
Cool.
It's pretty doomy.
Yeah.
In their own way.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Great riffs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we love it like everything, man, for the most part.
Yeah, sure.
You know, for sure.
Definitely. Is there anything else? We're getting close-ish. Close to the end. Is there anything else that you want to talk about that we didn't talk about? Life in Portland.
We love life in Portland, man. I tell you, we moved here about 15, 16 years ago, and because some friends of ours had bought a house, and we're like, you gotta check it out. You know, we were in the process of moving from where we were from, and we were like, oh, cool. And we found a house for, you know, a great price that would have, you know, been twice the price. You know, you know, we were coming from the shoreline, which is, you know, insane. Yeah. And then settled right in, and you know, heard the schools were good. And we had you know, we have two daughters, and so you know, we were looking for some place to kind of, you know, put our feet up and do the thing. And then when we came into town, there was a restaurant, a breakfast restaurant, and we went there and like, all right, it's not too bad. And we said, well, if this place ever comes up for sale, maybe we'll jump in.
Oh, really?
And then the people that were there vacated, and we called the people that own the building, and we're like, hey, let's hop in there. And so we've been there 11 years.
Wow. Hey,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. Big part of the community, which is awesome. Met a ton of great people. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
And you had experience in that before?
Yeah, Sarah and I, my wife, we came from restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 20 plus years.
Oh, wow.
You know,
And it was time. Had you ever done your own thing before?
No, it always worked for somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah, and when we opened Sarah's on Main, I still worked full time, just keep the money coming in. 'Cause
Sure.
when you open something, you're not making anything.
Yeah.
So as the years went by, and I pulled away more from working someplace else until finally about 6 years ago, it was time to be all together. So it's
Wow.
cool. And our oldest daughter works there too. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Far out.
And we met a ton of great people in town. We love Portland. Excuse me. Love the small town feel, but you're not a million miles from everything. You know what I'm saying? Which is nice. We met a ton of great people at the restaurant. A ton of great regulars. Yeah, man, just it's a good time, man.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice, easy life.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Who knew that you were going to end up?
Yeah. I hadn't even heard of Portland before. Her friend had said, "Oh, we went to Portland." I'm like, "They went to Maine?"
Yeah.
It's cool, man. We really like it.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
So just full speed ahead with that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and we got if you get sometimes hard work doesn't always pay off, but when it does, it's a treat, man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what they say.
It's good stuff. We really enjoy it, and like I said, get to be your own boss. Not a bad gig.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, cool. All right, so Sarah's on Main. That's near here. That's up the road.
Yeah, so up the block. Yeah.
Cool. Far out. All right. Well, so you've seen the show before, or you've heard the show, kinda?
Yes.
Do you know the wrap-up questions?
No.
Okay, good. Then, because sometimes people know them, and then they're too quick with their answers.
Oh, right on. Okay.
But 5 albums that you couldn't live without.
Oh, great question.
See, I'm phrasing it differently now.
Okay. Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Sure.
Dirt by Alice in Chains. Physical Graffiti, Zeppelin.
Sure.
Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality. And number 5, oh gosh. Hello by Poe.
Oh.
Great record.
Interesting. I don't know that one.
It came out in the 90s. It was she had the hit off it was a song called Angry Johnny. I don't know if that rings a bell.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, but it hit me at the right time. I bought that album and Beastie Boys' Paul's Boutique on the same day. Just killed those records in my car for the whole year.
Yeah.
I'd say it's those 5 probably ones that I'd be happy with.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely down with the Paul's Boutique.
Oh, what a fun
I remember that.
Such a great record.
Yeah.
But back before they had to pay for all the samples.
Right, that'll never happen.
Yeah, so they just made the record they wanted to make, so.
Yep. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Food that you could eat every day without consequence. If you could eat something every day without consequence.
One thing?
I don't know.
And whatever's for you, okay?
Yeah.
My go-to sandwich that I don't have too often because it's awful for you. Liverwurst, American cheese and mustard on crappy white bread.
Never had it. Wow.
It's a treat.
Oh, really? Yes. Wow. Liverwurst.
Oh, man. It's the poor man's pate, man.
I don't know what that's all about. What's that all about?
It's liver. That's the.
Yeah, you can stop right there.
Okay. Yeah. Go get like a quarter pound of it one day and a couple slices of American cheese, some mustard, some crappy white bread.
Really?
Just give it a shot.
Wow.
You'll thank me.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't had white bread in a while.
Yeah, we're totally not that house anymore. We're whole grain and
Yeah.
Let's.
But sometimes you gotta
you
gotta
do the thing. You gotta do the thing.
Now, what's deviled ham? What's that thing with the devil on it?
That's like a chopped ham, like sort
you know what I'm
of
saying?
salad.
A little can that's got
yeah, it's like a ham salad kind of thing.
Not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Okay.
No. And then of course, if I could eat pizza 24 hours a day, I do that too.
Sure.
But yeah, that's my go-to. Once every 6 months,
Yeah.
Okay, gonna have that crappy ass sandwich and enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Kicking it old school.
Yeah.
Is there a particular concert or show that you recall seeing that flipped your whole script in one shot?
Ooh.
Or a few or whatever.
Yeah. I'd say probably the first one that really struck me was seeing Kiss on the Animalize tour.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, in the Haven Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
That was, they had to make off, but they're still playing all the songs that I loved.
Sure.
So I was 14, I think.
Yeah.
And just, really just struck me. It had good seats, so it really, kind of was like, oh, I'm in it,
Yeah.
Another concert that I thought was amazing. I saw Stone Temple Pilots at the Haven Coliseum, and they did this like the coolest thing. It came out, Slade, and then they dropped a big curtain, and then Dean and Robert DeLeo came out and just played acoustic guitars for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then they were setting something up behind the curtain, and then they stopped and went back behind it, and then they dropped the curtain, and Weiland's sitting in this giant, throne.
Yeah.
Carpets, candles, on a couch.
Yeah.
They're both sitting, and I was like, that is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
It was so badass. And they played all their fantastic acoustic songs they have.
Sure.
And that one stuck with me. Because I was like, back when grunge exploded, everybody's it's all supposed to be this mopey, look at the floor crap,
Sure.
Which has its place.
Yeah.
But that was, I thought they were always the most talented band out of all those guys, musically wise. I think they wrote the best songs. I think.
Sure.
Something like Plush, which is crazy ass chords, and Sour Girl, stuff like that. And that was awesome. I like that. Like struck when that curtain dropped. It struck me. Like, oh, man. Like,
how'd they get out of it then?
Dropped the curtain back down.
Got rid of the couch. Blew the candles out.
Exactly. Got rid of the couch. Blew the candles out, and came back out and murdered for another 45 minutes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super awesome. It was great. I was in one of my favorite kind of fringe bands to open up for them, a band called Local H.
Oh wow, yeah.
Who are like had the big song was Copacetic.
Yeah.
Just
I remember that.
It. Yeah, and then High Five and Mother Affa.
Yeah.
The other one. But and that was just a great show. And I'll know I can see that curtain drop in my mind that anytime. It's so cool.
It's killer.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. It was great.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with anything, but I might have. The more I think about it, the more I think I might have seen. I might have recently seen one of the best shows I think I've ever seen. When I added up, I saw King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I don't know if you're into them. If you know that band.
I don't know.
It was astounding. I saw them in New Haven a couple weeks ago, and I'm still like trying to process what happened.
Was it just like just visual? And
well, they're it's a hard band to get.
Okay.
But once you get it, they're Australian. They do every kind of music that's conceivable to do. That's their thing. Is every album they have 27 albums.
Oh, okay.
Every album's a different style, and they bring the metal.
Okay.
But they played with an orchestra because their latest album is orchestral or something. And anyway, it just doesn't matter. But they played their whole album front to back with the orchestra, and then they did like deep cuts with the orchestra. It was just so, I can't even believe that this is happening. And it's so low key, like nobody knows. Like you either know or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I think about it, I'm just like, that was extraordinary. It was crazy.
In what venue?
Westville Bowl.
Okay, nice. Oh, so it's decent size.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. You know, they're kind of on they're kind of like they're jam band peripheral. They're kind of in that zone, so they'll pull a big jam band crowd, but they're a lot more than that.
Right.
Kind of.
Right. 27 albums and most of them are different. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're impressive. I went out and saw them at Red Rocks last year, and that was crazy too. Anyway.
I'd love to see a show there. I've never been there before.
Oh, really? That was the only time I was ever there.
Okay.
It was wild.
It looks great when I see it on TV.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Another Living Color at Toads.
Oh, sure.
Was melted my face.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was so hot.
Oh,
and
really?
It was the middle of the summer. It was just one of those days where it's just like a billion degrees, and it was packed, and they were on fire.
Yeah, sure.
Oh man, it was great.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, and Vernon Reid can be, mercurial at best sometimes.
Sure.
But he was, he
was there to do it.
He was there to do it, and he was, a lot of the solos, there's a lot of the solos are iconic. And he doesn't play them usually. You know, he just kind of does differently. Like,
I see.
The Cult of Personality solo is like, when you first heard that, you're like, who is that?
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And he didn't play it note for note, but instead of, I'd seen him a few times before that, and he just didn't even come close. But he kind of like did enough of it where you're like, all right, wow. he's focused.
So he's just like an in the moment dude.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So he doesn't know how iconic that solo is.
If he does, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm just doing my thing, that was a great, that just like for a, hot, everybody's like, nobody moved.
Yeah.
We're all sardines in there, and they crushed,
Hey. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I can imagine.
Yeah, that was an amazing show. That was so good. And, I won't forget that one, And again, because Vernon was playing ball that night.
Yeah. Did you ever see him again?
Yeah. I just saw them last year at the Webster opening up for Extreme.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was a fun concert too.
And it was good?
Yeah, no, it was good. He was wasn't quite as on point it was on that Toad show, but he was they played really well. And they only had, because they're open, they only played about 8 songs or so.
Oh wow.
But they played everything you wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And Extreme was great. Nuno's a
sure.
madman.
Yeah.
And it was funny after the show. My buddy Greg I went with is a huge Nuno fan and Extreme fan, and we were waiting outside hoping maybe they kind of could catch him, on the way to the bus or whatever. But so we were waiting for a little bit, and nothing's happening, and then I look over to my right, and standing by a street sign is Corey Glover.
Oh wow!
Singer from
sure.
Just chilling, like there's nobody around him.
Oh wow!
I was like, I said, Craig, is that? That's Corey Glover, isn't it? He's like, holy shit. So we went over to him. He was a super cool guy, and rapped with us for a couple minutes, and that was a cool moment.
And then when you were over there, you missed Nuno.
They ended up doing like some cool hangout up, I guess, above the website. I'd never noticed before. There's like a I guess probably it's the backstage ish area or whatever, but they were all up. You could see them through the window because they were waving and stuff, but they weren't coming outside. So we were like, okay.
Yeah.
We met Corey Glover. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll work.
He's shorter than I thought he would be.
Really?
Yeah, he was a little guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. Yeah. I could picture that. All right, cool. How you feeling?
Good, man.
All right.
This was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, dude, for sure. This is, it's always fun to talk music.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, come back someday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any famous last words?
Famous last words. Buy records.
Yeah.
Take your vitamins.
Yep.
And
Liverwurst.
And then liverwurst, American cheese, mustard on crappy white bread.
Oh, I don't know.
You can do
it.
It
Might be a little.
It's calling your name.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, my name is Jon Peckman. This is Jon Peckman Podcast. Can't give out school music dance. He was down that one. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you next time.
You got it.
Look for the Black Witch reunion. Look for the Gathering reunion. right?
Yeah, and New Curse the Sun sometime too.
Oh, and Curse the Sun recorded at I'm gonna roll the theme again. recorded over at Dirt Floor, so you can look for that, and you can have your own podcast here in our beautiful studio. Dave will tell you how. And thank you very much for coming by.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right, hey, I'll see everybody later. Don't forget to subscribe. This is a new channel, so we got to make the migration. All right, kids. Thank you. I'll see you later. That is all.
If you'd like to start your own podcast, give us a call at Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Our professionally designed podcast space is here for all your recording needs. Rent out our studio to do interviews with up to 4 people, to record audiobooks, social media content, and all other recorded material. Our rentals include a private studio along with our professional-grade podcasting equipment, and we can customize your output to whatever your needs are. We also have green screen capabilities, which will expand to video capability if you so wish. So check us out here at convalley.net/podcast.